Okay, hey, we're on the last finished project for this window. Now I'm sitting in front of it. It's still the only light I have in this room, but I'm going to use that today to get these projects, or this project, finished. There's actually two. What I'm doing for these windows is I wanted to do beautiful wreaths on them, and I kind of gave you a hint with those heart wreaths. It's something we can change with the seasons or monthly or whatever we want to do. So I am doing oval wreaths for these windows, and they're beautiful. So I'm going to show you my process. I'm just staying in this room because I want to keep my mess contained, and I just put a towel on one of my cute chairs and I'm just doing it right here. So this process, when I did one wreath already, it only took me about 10-15 minutes. So I'm really hoping I can get this done now that I know more what I'm doing. I can get it done even faster. And I thought about time-lapsing this, but some of you might want to see the process. Once again, it's just my process. And some of you might want to see it. If not, jump ahead to the end of this and just see how they turn out. Okay, so the first thing I did was I took my two wreaths and laid them out, and then I had bought all the supplies that I wanted. I got all of the flowers and the greenery and the colors that I needed for it. And I just split them in half, I just knew I was doing two, so I split them in half, and then I cut all of them apart so I could have and use them individually. So here you can see a little video of how I just laid them out, clipped them apart, set them aside, made sure I had equal amounts and everything I needed, and then I got busy and I got one done. So now I'm going to show you that process, and we're going to get one done here today, and let's go. Oh, okay, I think you can see me. I think you can hear me. You can see my hands. You can see my project. You just can't really see me, but here I am, and I'm going to get this wreath done. Now, I just started this without the camera being on. So that was fun for me. So anyway, I just saw that. So anyway, I did put these two pieces of greenery in, and I just tucked them in. That's all I did so far, is just tuck those in. And I'm looking at my other wreath over here. I want them to be similar but not identical. I really want an organic-y vibe for these wreaths, and so they're going to be earthy, little Mother Nature-y. So you start with your greens that are going to be in your background. So I wanted this here and this here. So I stuck those in. The second greenery that I have are these little guys. Well, actually, let's do this one first. So I have this green guy that I just think is neat. It's just kind of different and unique. It's really almost like dry instead of silk, but it is silk. And I want it to go on this side. And I'm going to just tuck him in. Just push him down in there so he's snug and secure. And you just adjust, make sure he's in there good. That's about it. I just tuck him in. These are the next greenery that I'm gonna want. And I want some of them up in here. Now make sure, I like to push, if I'm doing it, I push my green little leaves up close to the top. And then I'm just sliding these into this grapevine wreath. Yeah, and I just want him up here with the greenery. And another one of him up here with the greenery. And then another one with this little group. Now this is where, I think we get, I don't know, finding balance and symmetry in these types of projects kind of, for me, comes a little naturally. I kind of see it in my head, and I can kind of just incorporate the vision that I close my eyes and visualize everything. So I can kind of visualize how I want this. And I hope that you can maybe learn to do that too. Because it's pretty much anything you want, right? I'll tuck these guys down in here. It's your house. It's your project. It can be anything you want it to be. So just, find the flowers that you like, the colors that you like, the greenery that you like, and just go for it. So in this one, I do have some wire set aside over here to wire things down if I need to.
but this is never going to be touched. It's not going to be hit by the wind or the elements. You know, it's not going to be outside. It's just going to be in my little office hanging on the wreath or on the window. So I'm not even worried. I'm not even worried about this. This little guy, I love these little tiny guys. I want one of these up in here, like the greenery, and I like just these little white. They need to go down a little farther though. Do I have a different one? Yeah, here. So we're going to tuck this just back up in here. Now these are all wires, so they all can kind of bend in a direction that you want them to go, right? So I just tuck that little white guy in there. And then I'm just going to start, you know, so then I've got my, you know, my base here of the greenery. A little heavier up here, a little heavier down here. I don't want it to be perfect. So now I'm going to start adding my flowers. And I want the greenery with them, right? And I'm alternating. I have these couple different kinds, so I kind of want to alternate them so that they're, you know, different here, different there. Tuck those in. Tuck this guy over here. They definitely don't, they're definitely not, these wreaths are not exact, and the balance isn't perfect on each, you know, exact on each one. Kind of slightly different, but I want them to be similar. Definitely similar. So I think I want this guy up in here. You know, kind of just alternate those. So this is where, gosh, you know, those of us that are creative, let's just use our creativity. Make something that we love. That's ours, you know. And nobody else, oh yeah, I got that at Dillard's too, or, you know, we all have unique stuff. And they're all different, and I love it. So I'm just tucking that in. I'm going to hold it up a little, look at it. Now look, this is a super messy project. You can see just laying here. It's going to crumble a little bit on you if you use these wreaths, and that's okay. I just put the towel on this chair. And then go to this side. I want this guy in here. Yeah. Tuck him in. Now when I went to Joann's, they were having a 70% off sale on all this stuff. So the grapevine wreath itself is probably, they were $7. So, you know, times that by 2, you know, $14 for the wreaths. And then I probably spent another $35 on greenery. So, you know, $50 for both of these. Is my math correct? And tuck that little guy right in there too. You know, and for me that's worth it, because I would have spent more on trying to buy a couple of these than, you know, making them myself. And look, that's basically done. It took like 6 minutes. I've been talking to you. You know, you do have some little wires that poke out, and I personally, at this point, I'm just going to cut them off because, like I said, this isn't going to be in the wind. This isn't going to be touched by kids. This is literally in my office, and nobody's going to be messing with it. So I'm going to just cut these little pokey outs off, and we're going to be good to go. The last thing I did on this other wreath is I got these beautiful little Christmas wings. This looks like it could be spring. I know that, you know, and that's okay. It's the colors that I wanted. I could have gotten big white poinsettias to put in here, but this is what I wanted, and so I didn't. But these little gold, look how they glitter. Look how they shimmer in the light. Oh my goodness, they're absolutely beautiful, and they are going to hang right there in the middle of both of these wreaths. And the wreaths are going to hang from my little double panes, my little glass up here that are absolutely darling. So I hope you got an idea. That, like I said, that took me about 6 minutes. It cost me about $50 tops, and a little bit of my time. And then you have created something that's completely yours and completely unique. So I'm going to get these hung up and show them to you next. Okay, so here they are side by side. Oh my gosh. I do love them. I tried hanging them up and showing them to you, but the lighting just made that absolutely impossible. So for now, this is how you get to see them. They are absolutely beautiful, and then I will figure out a way once we get them hung to give you a better idea of what they look like. Enjoy, because they make me so happy. Bye.